Preschool-For-All should be considered as a right, like public education is considered.
If we provide our children with good quality, high quality preschool, they have a greater chance of not only succeeding in K through 12, but succeeding in life.
Most industrialized European nations have this as an entitlement. So what we're doing here is not really that revolutionary. We're just catching up.
And we don't have enough resources for that as of yet.
In 2006, we're going to make sure that every single child in California, every 4-year-old in California has access to preschool. That's the goal here, and we're going to make it happen.
Welcome to the launching of Preschool-For-All. This is the first opportunity that we've had to come together as community leaders to ensure a bright future for our children.
My name is Frederick Ferrer. I'm the chair of the First Five Commission of Santa Clara County. And this commission has come forward and has dedicated a $50 million initiative for Preschool-For-All.
The purpose of holding a community leaders forum was to announce the planning process for Preschool-For-All.
And as the first phase of that initiative, we've funded a $300,000 planning grant to bring together all the stakeholders in the community throughout Santa Clara County.
It was to garner support from recognized community leaders.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you. You know, what's so wonderful here is you see folks up here from the First Five Commission, from the school district, from law enforcement, from the judges' chambers, and that's what's wonderful about what we're doing here. People from all different stripes recognize the importance of preschool.
And it was to get a commitment over a period of time for the planning process.
We're coming together in a planning effort that will produce what we believe to be one of the finest plans for Preschool-For-All in the state of California.
We know from brain research that the majority of development takes place before the age of 6.
So the question of nature versus nurture turns into the question of what can we do about this kid's nurturing that will most facilitate realization of the full potential of his nature.
Social behaviors are set or learned by the age of 6.
The experiences they have early on in life have a massive influence, a profound influence on how they're going to function later on in life.
Very simply, it's that we need to intervene at a very young age.
The absence of preschool or the absence of the equivalent of preschool will lead to less than optimal cognitive and social development in this child, and that will literally result in some of the issues that we see in delinquency, teen pregnancies, arrests, incarceration, and substance abuse, etc.
For the 30 years that I've been involved with children in our county, I have tried to focus on how to keep kids out of our system. Prevention, intervention, and law enforcement or suppression. Clearly, preschool plays a key role in that prevention end.
It's very clear that the key to a low crime rate is both accountability and prevention programs. And the best prevention programs are investing in children.
But it's only going to happen if we start using proven interventions, not just for the children in my court, but for all children in our community.
Longitudinal studies tell us that early interventions tend to help professionals to circumvent negative behaviors.
If we have all this high education and don't take care of the most vulnerable people in our community, the children from 0 to 5, the great society that we created will not live up to the actual responsibilities we have today.
A society that neglects its children can barely be considered a society at all.
The reason I think every child should have the right to the benefits of preschool education is because it's a social investment.
Why do we support universal preschool for the families, for the children, in all of our community, but especially those children that come through the doors of family court? Because they are at risk.
Preschool services equalizes the playing field. It allows children from different backgrounds, socioeconomic backgrounds, to compete with their peers.
We recognize the importance of the early years and how critical it is that we make this investment, because it's not just for the sake of our children, it's for the sake of our society.
And we know that there are high returns on this type of investment.
The RAND Corporation, which is not known for being sloppy in its work, has stated that the savings are up to about $7 on the dollar. And that may be conservative, actually.
Between $7 and $13 in other public services, such as law enforcement, the mental health systems, and public health.
The bedrock of our economy is our workforce, and our workforce is coming through our education system.
A good quality preschool education will make all the difference to their ability to achieve and do their best in elementary school and beyond.
And we educate 1 out of every 8 kids in America right here in California. So make no mistake about it, your efforts here today and what you do here in Santa Clara are going to have a profound effect on the overall economy of this nation.
We need every segment of our community to support Preschool-For-All.
If we provide our children with good quality, high quality preschool, we have less of a chance that they're going to enter the juvenile justice system.
Decreased delinquency, decreased teenage pregnancy.
Have less of a chance of being identified for special education.
Less of a chance that they're going to become welfare statistics.
Increased rates of high school graduation.
Score higher in cognitive reading and language scores, and are better socially prepared to begin school.
We've got to be the champions of this cause if we're going to look at the systemic change that we really know to be good.
Everyone should be a champion for children, whether you have a child or not. Everyone in our community should be aware of the importance of our future.
As we all know, this is a nonpartisan issue. This is not about Democrats or Republicans. This is about making sure that every child gets what they need so that we have a secure society, we have a strong society, and a healthy economy.
So I urge all of us to work together to assure that Preschool-For-All is not just a dream, that it is something that all our children can have.
This is our moment. We have waited a long, long time.
I'm going to keep fighting, and by 2006 we're going to have some legislation either through the legislature or on a ballot to make sure that preschool is made available to every single child here in California.
Thank you, Rob Reiner, Jane Henderson, First Five Commission, for taking Santa Clara County into the future, and on the shoulders of our 4-year-olds, we'll be a successful county.
As an early childhood professional, Preschool-For-All is the most important, significant opportunity we've had to deliberately plan for our children and for the future of our community.